My name's Miriam and I'm going to be leading the mythology class. I'm going to describe a monster to you and I want you to think about which monster you think it might be. So the monster that I'm thinking about has a huge body and a very long tail. It doesn't have feet, it doesn't have hands, but what it does have are 4 flippers and a long neck and a head. If you guessed Nessie or the Loch Ness Monster, you guessed right. This happens to be my absolute favorite monster, and if monsters are real, I really kind of hope that she is. The myth of the Loch Ness Monster is from Scotland, and its influence runs deep in the culture and history of the area. Similarly, the influence of myths from the ancient world, indigenous in Latin America, and Asia also run deep through their cultures and histories. We're going to take a look at these myths not just as stories, but as vital roles of culture, history, science, and entire lifetimes. We're going to look at the gods, goddesses, legends, and yes, even monsters. And we're going to ask questions like, what natural phenomenon does this story attempt to explain? Or what influence does this myth have on our lives in the modern era? And we're going to question whether a monster truly is a monster. I have used myths in my classroom for the last 14 years in both the Latin world and in the English for speakers of other language world. I love using myths because they teach us not just about stories, but about ourselves. But what I really like about working with students is that I get to work with learners of all kinds, and myths are a great way to do that as well. As we read these stories, we're going to incorporate whole class supports as well as individual supports so that each student can make progress on their own terms. I hope you'll consider joining me in this class.